This is the Thayer Podcast for Thursday, June 22nd, 2023. I took a short vacation to Las Vegas earlier this month, and I had a ball. I even won a piece of a bad beat jackpot at North Vegas Santa Fe Station Casino. I stayed with a friend for a week, and part of my keep was to help with a few problems around the house. You know, those things that most homeowners just don't know how to fix. One in particular involved a security door that wouldn't stay closed. The strike plate had been filed down to accept the latch, but the door just wouldn't stay closed, and the deadbolt wouldn't work at all. It appeared that the door casing was crooked, and the right file might possibly complete the job. My friend didn't have one, so I started a list. Incidentally, securing the entry door was another challenge, just waiting to be overcome. This was a relatively recent home in a gated community, born just after the turn of the century as Las Vegas sprawled out to the north and east. It had all the amenities of the time, including powder-painted steel gates and screened security doors. Even the inside doors were steel, except the sliding patio door. It was aluminum. The house was solid, but maybe as a sign of the times, it was a tad crooked in some places. The patio door was bowed out at the handle, not so you'd notice, until you closed it on the kitty door assembly, which was steel and straight as a string. That difference created a quarter-inch crack at both the top and bottom where the two pieces met. My friend didn't have a straight edge yardstick, which would have helped a lot, so I added one to my list of stuff. Now, I've been an Ace Hardware customer for over 50 years. When I moved from Tucson to Globe, Arizona, the Harbisons had a huge hardware store in the middle of town and later obtained the Ace franchise. Seems like they always had that obscure nut or bolt or screw that nobody had ever heard of before. I was a loyal customer and followed them when they eventually built a new facility on Globe's east side. So when it came time to get the stuff to fix the doors in my friend's house, we naturally went to the closest Ace Hardware. No problem with the file, but when it came to the yardstick, you'd have thought I was a robber. I said I'd traveled some 417 miles from an hour and a half east of Phoenix to purchase a file and get one of those nifty complimentary Ace Hardware yardsticks. The clerk said that all they had sold for $1.79 each, and she didn't have the authority to give one away. Well, now, I asked for the manager. She came out and explained that the wooden yardsticks with the Ace Hardware logo all over them were for sale only, $1.79 each. That was that. So, having already paid for the file, I'll explain to her that while I've always been a loyal Ace customer, I certainly would not be frequenting her establishment again in the future. I straightened the security door using the file as a stop to bend the center hinge. It worked. I made the entry door shut easily by moving its striker plate inward by 1/8 of an inch. When I got back to Globe, went to my hometown Ace Hardware, and they gave me a complimentary yardstick. Before I told them my story, then they said the next one would cost me. Improvise, adapt, overcome. Semper Fi.